you know, as a man, as a husband, we all want to try to make our wives happy, right? And what would make DJ more happy? Ready, fight! Oh, you missed your chance, Copper. Don't be a, they say, right? Well, what's up, guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and welcome to another sweltering hot day in southern Oklahoma. Ain't that right, Steve? Steve is trying to avoid the heat today and make the best of what we got in our super dry drought conditions. But today's video is not necessarily about Steve, although with a guy like that, how do you not say it's everybody loves Steve. Anyways, today is gonna make my wife incredibly happy. Today I have a huge surprise for my wife. Let's say that. You know, as a man, as a husband, we all want to try to make our wives happy, right? And what would make DJ more happy? Well, we're not getting more donkeys. But as of lately, one of her biggest headaches has been in the donkey world, in her donkey realm. And his name is Copper. Copper, have you been a headache for Mom? So here's what we're going to be doing today. And it's a little bit earlier than normal, but I'm going to go ahead and move Copper, our billy goat, over in with the ladies. Typically, I wouldn't put my buck in until August-ish, and I'm really not sure any of the girls are receptive to being bred just yet, but he'll get in here and he'll bring them around pretty soon, I feel like. By the way, it's going to be a hot, sweaty day. So if you're not into that, stay in the AC. But I think we're going to bring the Copper in with the girls a little earlier this year than what we normally do. And that, if we do it, this is the first week of July. So goats are pregnant for 5 months. So July, August, September, October, November. Dang flies. We should have babies on the ground in early December, which is about a month earlier than what I typically do. But January, February are usually our coldest months. So if we can get them on the ground early December, it'll probably beat a lot of that super cold weather. And that'll give us market age goats a month earlier. And the goat market seems like it does better early than late. So if we can get babies on the ground in December, so then that gives us December, January, February, March, April. By the end of April, we should have market age kids. And at least that's the plan. But also the reason it's going to make DJ happy is because Copper's been in with her herd of female donkeys in here. And when she goes in to take care of them, he's just like, he's an attention hog. He's a cool little goat. But this will make her happy and Copper. The only thing, though, is I have 3 young doelings in here that were last year's kids that I don't want to breed. Like this little girl right here. We definitely, that black girl right there needs to be moved over with the donkeys. And there's 2 more over here that they're just too young to breed right now. Hey, stay in the pasture. Quit trying to go under the fence. But this little girl and that one right there need to be moved out because we don't want Copper breeding them. So these 2 are bucklings. They're probably going to be sold soon, but I'm not worried about them. That's Lambert's late babies this year. The main thing is move Copper over and not let Steve sneak in with the girls because we don't want that right now. So Copper, you ready for this, buddy? Today's your day, man. They say it's good to make a joyful noise. So it wasn't much of a bray, but we'll call it a joyful noise, okay? All right, Copper, listen. Today's the day, man. You're gonna get to go meet some new ladies. Well, you've met them. Ow! Don't bite me. Here, he likes to suck on my finger. He's such a weirdo. Yeah, you're a weirdo. But today's the day, okay? I'm gonna let you in with the girls for the first time, okay? I know you've met them through the fence, but this is like, it's like jail, okay? Usually there's a wall in between. This is gonna be your first conjugal visit, okay? Don't blow it. Don't mess it up. Listen, there's a lot of women over there. It's gonna be hard to keep all of those girls happy. And I feel like you're the man for the job. Get back, bro. Get back, get back, get back, get back. Get back, get back, get back, get back. All right, Copper. Now's your chance. Go for it, buddy. You go back. All right, Copper. You're up. You're in, man. Well, that was easy. All right. Copper, dude, the girls, they're over there. They're looking at you, man. They're watching you. Okay? You go say hi, introduce yourself. I'll get the young ladies out so that you don't mess with them, Steve. Hey, bro. You don't get to do what Copper did. Hey, get back, get back. Oh, really, Copper? That is not how you impress the ladies. You don't headbutt them. Copper, say hi. Really? I got you. I got one little girl. Copper, dude. We're gonna have a private session to teach you the rules of the road. That is not how you impress the ladies. All right, little girl. You got to go to your pen now. Come on. Come on. Go, go, go. In with the donkeys. In with the donkeys. This is not a one-person job. Man, look at this. Look where Copper bit me. Gosh. Skip. Hey, have you met Copper? I see that old Spot is not impressed with Copper. At least, not yet. I bet she'll come around. You just keep up the good work, Copper. You keep trying to impress her. I think eventually you'll get there, Copper. She's a sweet girl. Trust me. Oh, man. Maybe, Copper, maybe that's her way of saying she likes you. She thinks your horns are real nice. Hey, dude. Don't go talking to another girl yet. Oh, that was a good one, Copper. I wonder who the dominant female is of the bunch, Steve. Any guesses? Why are you backing up, Copper? Don't let her push you around. Show her you're the man. Ready, fight! Oh, you missed your chance, Copper. Steve's just here for the treats, aren't you? Well, clearly, the girls are not ready for breeding yet, but they'll come around. They'll all, oh, look at that. Lambert, that was a cheap shot. Yeah, Copper's like, I'll show you. It'll be cheap. Really, Copper? I guess that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, she's not gonna allow that. She's like, hey, I'm fighting you here. Give me your attention. What's up, Ralphie? You got a couple flies on your face. Well, I think while Copper continues to make his introductions, I'm gonna get a little bucket of feed, just a small bucket of feed to put out so that I can catch these other two little doelings, because they're like, bro, there's something going on. I'm not really feeling this coming to you right now, so it's playing hard to get. Really? You put your head right in the way. Look, Jerry. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. And goats have a funny way of knowing things. That one little goat, she knows I'm after her, and she refuses to go eat while I'm trying to catch her. Any of the rest of them I could walk right up to and catch. She knows, hey, something's up, and this guy is after me. I may have to get a little help out here, because she's not even interested in the feed trough. See her? Right there. She knows. Gotcha! Gotcha! Farrah, are you playing aggravated goat? Are you chasing them babies? Over the fence you go. Go meet Farrah. Farrah, you having fun? You having fun chasing them baby goats around? You think you can drink from the hose? Because I don't. Ooh, girl, you're looking thick. You gonna have a baby for us? Excuse me, ducks. I know you guys are really enjoying that fresh mud hole, but I didn't dump that out for you. I've got to clean out water bowls. Looks really nasty right there, but Pepper and the ducks love it. Excuse me, PB. I got to dump out the duck's water. It's dirty. Well, while I've been out here cleaning out water troughs and refilling water troughs, things are starting to calm down a little bit. Phoebe wants attention as usual. Farrah's not really harassing the baby goats. She was just making some introductions, I guess. What is it, Phoebe? You need some attention? Phoebe's always wanting love. You're the most loving donkey I ever seen. Well, you too. You're pretty loving. Ow, don't bite. But things with copper seem to be leveling out over here. I know it's a little bit early for breeding season, but he's definitely interested in some of them. Some of them not so much. So we should start having babies hit the ground the first week or two of December if he starts breeding now, which kind of changing things up. You know, everything on a farm is just like, it's seasonal. Everything comes and goes in seasons. Some years are better than others, some years worse than others. This year, I know a lot of you complain because you're like, Daniel's pastures are just dirt, there's no grass. There's a lot of grass here still, but this high traffic area, yes, is mostly dirt. And it's gonna be that way when we're in a drought for sure. But things are seasonal. You know, there's a time for new baby goats, there's a time for new baby donkeys, there's a time to be planting, there's a time to be harvesting. But that's true for everything in our life, and not just like farm stuff. It's like this morning, DJ and I were watching a podcast. Roman Atwood has started a new podcast, not a podcast. But Roman Atwood started this podcast. He had Matt Carricker from Demolition Ranch and Off the Ranch on there as a guest. So Demolition Ranch and Roman Atwood's vlog channel both are channels with 10 million plus subscribers. Big names in the YouTube world. And they got to talking about the life cycle of a YouTube channel and creators, content creators, and who they are and what they become, and what does that look like after you've done this job, after you've been an online content creator for so many years and have seen success. How does your life play out as far as if you decide to quit and move on to a different type of job? What's that look like? And one thing they really were talking about kind of struck me, and it kind of ties into this whole season of life type stuff. You showing me your good side, Phoebe? And what they were talking about really kind of struck home with me, because it is a big part of what we do and what we've done. Both of those guys started with normal 9-to-5 jobs. Matt was a veterinarian. He went to school for 8 years to be a veterinarian and walked away from that, and has had a very successful career online, which has turned into other businesses and things over time. Phoebe, can I have a little bit of space, please? I'm trying to talk to my friends. So what does that mean long term and things? Anyways, they're talking about what is a content creator of like a vlog channel specifically. And you have to be careful, because you fall into this rut, this hole of you're constantly trying to one-up yourself with content. And especially like Roman Atwood's in a big vlog channel, or Matt from Demolition Ranch. Matt's a gun channel, constantly having to do bigger and better things to keep growing and keep growing and keep growing. And they were both like, eventually you have to come to this realization that you're not about your content. Your viewers are not about your content. Your viewers are about you. You're the content. And that's something that I feel like I've always tried to stay true to. Yes, we do travel and go do some things. We go do some fun stuff that we're blessed to be able to do through the YouTube channel as a business. And it's been great. It's been fun. We're going to continue to do that stuff. We're going to continue to expand our farm and do things that we want to do to grow the channel. But what struck home with me was you are the content. As the creator, you are the content. People, you have to build a community of people that just want to see what you're doing or what your interesting little farm family's doing. And that's what DJ and I really try to do. And I don't know, it just kind of struck home with me specifically. Trying to make sure I don't overflow my water. And that's kind of the gist of like why Dutch and I are wanting to do this creators conference for small YouTube channels. If you missed our live stream about that, you need to go back and check it out. But Dutch and I are hosting, keeping it Dutch, hosting an online social media creator conference for smaller YouTube channels. It's going to be in August. I'll leave a link in the description box. It's Video Creators United is the website. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're bringing in several good speakers in mostly the farm community on YouTube and Facebook. But Lester's going to be there from I'm a Survivor Sanctuary, Jason from Cog Hill Farm, and, well, Lester's wife, other half, his better half, Jamie's going to be there. Look at Pepper back here playing in the water. Pepper, are you having a good time? Huh? So Lester and Jamie, Jason from Cog Hill Farm, myself and DJ and Dutch and Brandy, and a ton of other social media creators are going to be there. Maybe not as big speakers, but it's going to be a great place to go and learn about growing your audience. Because if you want to be a YouTube creator, a Facebook creator, video creator, you've got to learn there's a balance in work and family. There's a balance in what people want to see and what you want to do. There's so much that goes into creating a successful social media platform, and not saying that we're all experts. We're just going to speak from our experience and what we've done and what's worked for us and what hasn't worked for us. What works for you, Fallon? What works for Fallon might not work for Phoebe, wherever she went. So we're not experts, but we do want to invite you guys, if you're trying to grow an audience online on a video platform, come hang out with us. It's going to be a lot of fun, huh, Fallon? I guess since Pepper cleaned out her mud hole, I'm going to add a little more water to it while I go turn off the water. Pepper, I'm refilling your mud hole, babe. Okay? So like I said, I don't claim to be an expert in social media and video content and all that stuff. I'm not the world's greatest editor. I'm not the world's best marketing guy. You know, things I just learned from my experience, do what works. And years and years ago, when I first got started on YouTube, an old friend of mine, Jack Motley, he's got a YouTube channel called Yak Motley. He said it best. He said, YouTube's like a big wall, and you're just throwing mud at the wall. And most of the time, everything you throw at that wall just slides down to the floor and nobody cares. But every once in a while, you'll throw something at that wall and it sticks. And you just keep throwing that same thing at that wall until it doesn't stick anymore. And I feel like that's kind of been a good summarization of the way I've ran my YouTube channel. Whether it was the high tunnel, the greenhouse, the garden, goats. I bet I've got 150 goat videos. People ask now, why don't you do much more goat content? Because I did 150 videos. How come we don't see you in the garden a whole lot? Well, because I did 100 videos in the garden. That content's out there. You know, like the creek. Last year, Houston, Jacoby, and I were at the creek almost every day. And it did very well. It was very successful. We had a lot of fun. This year, the creek, well, is not pretty. With the lack of rain, it really just isn't as pretty and as nice to go play in this year. Unfortunately, that means we haven't been doing a ton of video content down there. We do a few here and there, but if I centered my channel just around the creek, well, this year it would have been a bust compared to last year. So it's a learning game. It's a business, and I think it needs to be ran as such. Not that saying everybody's trying to be a full-time content creator, because for me, that was not the goal in the beginning. But things evolve, things change, people change, families change, your family's goals change. And that's just part of life. That's not just YouTube. That's not just social media. That's just life. And I love where we're at. I love where our channel's at. I love the progress we've made over the last few years. And I love that we've got it all documented online. We've got this online journal of our life for the last 7 years. And DJ and I were talking about that this morning. Like, some people grumble about our travel vlogs when we go to the beach and stuff, but we look back and we have all of those family trips vlogged and logged on video format for us to go look at. You know, home videos, everybody's got old home videos from when they were a kid. Well, we've got about 1,200 home videos. And when I want to go back and watch my wife screaming like a little girl when we were parasailing in Pensacola, Florida, I can go back and watch that and have just as good a time watching it and laughing about it 5 years later as I did when I was there. And I cherish that. That's awesome. So anyways, all that to say, Copper's going to be doing his job. got the little girls away from him. You can't breed them. Everybody's got fresh water. And if you're interested, Video Creators United, come hang out with us the last weekend in August. It's going to be a 2-day event. It's going to be a lot of fun. You can stay at the hotel right there where we're at. We're going to provide food and do everything we can to make it accommodating for everyone, except maybe Earl. Earl's not going to come. Not this time. But anyways, guys, that's all I've got today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.